Hey guys, and welcome back to another Yucko's Reviews for Halloween. We were supposed to review Invisible Sister, but where's Red? He's supposed to be reviewing this movie. Supposed to be his turn. We don't know where he is. Yeah, me neither. Guys, I'm right here. Huh? Right here. Where? We don't see you. Yeah, can you come out and show us? Guys? But I'm right here. Feel my tail. Guys, I think... You think what? I think Red's invisible. I can feel his presence, but I can't see him. Oh no. Now how do we do the review now? I don't know. I'm freaking out. Don't worry, guys. I'll come out. See? I'm using a reappearing ink to dispose myself as the invisible sister. Cool! Yeah. So I can review this today. And now, my review of Invisible Sister. Invisible Sister was one of those movies that came out underrated. It kind of came out under the radar of Disney. It came out during the new era of Disney, during Descendants and Zombies. But when it came out, nobody really advertised of any kind. Nobody really gave anything about it until I saw it on there myself as a channel on Disney Channel, not knowing what it was. So this movie was kind of underrated for its time. It was not really advertised. Interesting. It's one of those underrated Disney gems. Yeah, but it seems to feature that boy from Jessie, and also it seems to feature the girl from Girl Meets World. Cool! And also based on a book as well. So let's look into Invisible Sister. The story. The story is, well, interesting in its approach. Right, Red? Right. So the story is that we got this girl who is a sister to her older sister, who is the popular girl in town, in school. And she, well, is unfortunately the opposite. Yeah, she doesn't really fit in well, and no one really notices her too much. Almost as she's invisible. But she's tired of her sister's popularity, but she doesn't know what to do about it. Anyway, her teacher gives her a little science experiment to do, and while making that science experiment, she accidentally pours liquid onto a moth that flew into her house. And the moth has invisibility powers that kind of went through the window and fell right into her sister's drink for medicine. And when she drank it, she turned invisible. And then they had to cope with everyday life. Wow. That is so complex. I know, but the way it is and the way it works is so silly, but so interesting in a way. Also, they use symbolism, like the moth and the butterfly, as social butterflies, and the moth as like something you don't actually see. So I like how they put those two things together and make something to compare the two sisters. Anyway, yeah, it also brings up good wisdom, like her being a part of a group makes her happy, makes the older sister happy. And throughout the story, you seem to grow to realize that people actually start to notice her a little bit, like this one boy who loves her, Connor, and a few other things that happen, like her teacher saying how smart she is in class, and many more. So, in all, it's a big, tender, nice little wisdom story in a way. The footage. The footage is, well, okay for what it is. It has great animation and great effects to the illusion of the imagination. The only thing I could say about the effects is that there's this one part where whenever the older sister is talking, she has to show her face. Well, I get why they have to show her face, but it makes it just seem like the invisibility of her being invisible is just cheap. But the way they do it is pretty much okay, I guess. And they have costumes to make it look like she's invisible and when she's not. So it gives a good contrast. The characters. The characters are all good and fine. We got the older sister who is like very hip and popular. We got the younger sister who is trying to fit in and trying to show up. We got her friend who is supposed to be Robbie from Jessie, who kind of comes in supportive and kind of trying to help her out any way she can. Then we got the cheerleader, friend of the popular sister, who kind of comes in kind of as a side character, but she kind of cuts in every now and then and gives her ideas and opinions, and she helps support her sister and the thing and everything. Also, she's like a very supportive friend, and she helps out best she can. Her and the other friend of the younger sister actually form a relationship with each other towards the end. And then we got Connor, who's a nice boy and very loyal in the way he tries to make a costume for younger sister. In a way. And then we got the boyfriend, who seemed pretty dumb at first, but once you get to know him a little bit, you get to understand that it's not exactly what you thought about him, and it's nice to learn about him along the way. Overall, Invincible Sister is, well, a cute movie. Simple as that. But it's also very good in teaching us lessons about life and everything. Whenever you feel like no one is seeing you. It's a very relatable story. So in a way, it really works as a movie. Be sure to watch it this Halloween, if you haven't yet. I would give this movie 10 out of 10, or a 9 out of 10 if you don't want to go that far. Bye! And we'll see you next time when we review Porco Rosso, our last Halloween movie.